Hi everyone, it's Kayla here with another process video. Sorry it's been so long since I last uploaded a video. Last week I had a trapped nerve in my neck, so I was unable to scrap. At the weekend it was my mother-in-law's 50th birthday party, and then yesterday it was my daughter's birthday, so I've been making this layout on and off for a couple of days now. What I'm going to be using for this layout is a free cut file on Paige Evans' Facebook page, and also on my Mind the Scrap April kit. So what I've done so far, I printed off the cut file. I don't have a cutting machine, which I've mentioned before, but I do like to use cut files for hand stitching as like a template. So what I've used it for is as a template to poke my holes for some hand stitching, which I did off camera. Here's a close-up of that now. And what I've done is just the leaves of the cut file I've hand stitched straight onto the paper, and then the flowers I'm going to do some paper piecing and so that I could pop them up on the page. So right now I'm using one of the flowers as a stencil to cut some out. I'm using this absolutely gorgeous ombre paper. I cannot remember what collection it's from, but we did get it in our Mind the Scrap April kit. So I've drawn around those. I've cut them out. Now I'm just sticking them onto some white cardstock from my scrap box, because I'm going to hand stitch around those as well, just so it ties in with the hand stitching on the background. This layout is a pretty simple one, to be fair. I don't really embellish much. Sorry if you can hear the bell, my cat's next to me. Yeah, so as I was saying, I don't really embellish much, because I think the stitching on the layout kind of, is in embellishment enough in a way. But I like to keep my layouts quite minimal anyway. So there wasn't really much else that I wanted to add to. So once I've stuck down the flowers onto the cardstock, I do go off camera and hand stitch around those in a coordinating thread. So yeah, I'm just poking my holes now around those. But yeah, like I said, I go off camera and do that. It's actually took me about 4 days to actually complete this layout. I've been doing like little bursts of stitching here and there when I can, but last night I didn't do anything just because I was exhausted from my daughter's birthday. So I've just shown you a close-up of one of the flowers. I think I'm going to come back now and pop those up on some foam just to add some shadowing and dimension. And because the hand stitching of the leaves is flat on the background, I just wanted to, pop the flowers up a bit and make them stand out a bit more, because the rest of this layout is quite flat. So yeah, so I stick all those down, and then I bring the same paper I used for the flowers, I bring that back into to back my photo. The photo I've chosen is one of my mum and my 2 children. I love this photo. My mum will hate that I have put this on here because she hates having a photo taken, but it is a really nice photo. So I'm going to use that same paper to back the photo. Obviously because it's a larger piece, you can see the ombre a bit more, so it ties in both colours of the flowers. It ties in perfectly with those. All I do is a thin border around the photo, because I didn't really want to take too much attention away from the hand stitching that I'd done, but I still wanted the photo to pop a little bit I'm going to put that in the middle of the cut file. What I will do, once I've uploaded this video, I'll put the links to Paige Evans' Facebook group, and also links to Mind the Scrap for if anyone wants to subscribe to one of their kits, or even join in on the Facebook page. There's always challenges up, which I've not really been able to take part in this month. I've just had too much on. It's a very busy month. 4 birthdays is April. So yeah, but I think the challenge up at the moment is one about yourself. For me, I don't really scrapbook about myself. It's mainly about my children, about family, about, you know, days out that we've been on. So I'm not too fussed that I'm missing out on this challenge. But obviously next month it'll be a new challenge, and I'm quite excited to see what that one is. I've got the thickers that we got in this month's kit. I'm not sure what collection these are from, and these are really, really nice thickers, but they are so flimsy and hard to put onto a layout. I tried keeping the centres in whilst I stuck them down with intentions to then peel them out, but even doing that, it didn't work very well. So I do cut a lot of it out because it takes me a while and a lot of faffing, and to be fair, it's still not even perfect. So if anyone's got any tips on how to stick these stickers down, that'd be much appreciated. We got these tiny word stickers in the kit. I can't remember. I think these were in the main scrapbooking kit. I could be wrong. And I've decided just to add one of those on because they do have the matching ombre to the paper. So I'm guessing they're from the same collection, but I can't remember the name of it. I'm just having a look to see if there was any more that I wanted to use. And now I'm going to stick my photo down. There's not really much else that I do. Like I said, I do keep it really, really minimal, just because I didn't want to take the attention away from all the stitching that I'd done. So yeah, but I'm quite happy with how it turned out. To be fair, I wasn't really sure where I was going to go with it. I just knew that as soon as I send this cut file that I wanted to hand stitch it. I do get a lot of my inspiration for my stitching from cut files. I've pulled out some of the sequins that we got in the embellishment kit. We've got these lovely gold sequins, and I decided to add a couple of those around, just to add a little bit of sparkle around the page, and to tie in the gold from the thickers. And I had 3 of them onto the page, one next to the title, one next to the photo, and one to the top of the page, just because I felt there was something missing from up there. And I stick those down using my micro sticky dots. I've mentioned these before in previous videos. And that's the page finished, and I'll come up now with some close-ups.